Imagine standing in front of someone, wanting to speak English, but suddenly your mind goes blank. You worry. What if I make a mistake? What if they laugh? This hesitation is something almost everyone faces when learning a new language. But here's the good news. You're not alone. Have you ever hesitated to talk to someone in English because you feared making a mistake? This question resonates with learners worldwide. Mistakes feel intimidating, but they're actually a stepping stone to improvement. Even native English speakers, who have been speaking the language all their lives, sometimes stumble over their words. They forget what they were about to say, mispronounce words, or even misuse grammar. Consider this. The late, great scientist Albert Einstein once said, "Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new." This is your reminder that mistakes are proof you're learning and growing. Instead of seeing your hesitation as a barrier, see it as a challenge to overcome. Speaking English may seem daunting at first, but with every attempt, you'll get better and more confident. So, don't let fear hold you back. Dive in and start speaking today. Why talking in English is important. Speaking in English is more than just a skill. It's a gateway to countless opportunities. Whether for personal growth, academic success, or professional advancement, the ability to communicate in English can open doors you never imagined. On a personal level, English connects you to people from all over the world. It's the most widely spoken language globally, making it the common thread in cross-cultural conversations. Imagine traveling to a new country and confidently navigating your way, or making friends from diverse backgrounds. Academically, speaking English enhances your ability to participate in discussions, presentations, and group projects. It's especially crucial in higher education, where many courses and materials are in English. Being able to express your ideas clearly boosts your understanding and performance. In the professional world, English is often considered the language of business. Whether you're attending meetings, giving presentations, or networking, strong communication skills in English are invaluable. Employers value candidates who can confidently converse with clients and colleagues across the globe. Conversations are key to mastering English. Speaking regularly builds fluency, boosts confidence, and helps you understand the language in real-world situations. Each conversation is a step closer to achieving your goals. So start talking today. Overcoming common barriers to speaking English. Learning to speak English confidently involves overcoming common barriers, such as fear of making mistakes, limited vocabulary, and nervousness or shyness. These challenges may seem overwhelming, but with the right mindset and strategies, you can conquer them and become a fluent English speaker. Fear of making mistakes. One of the most significant barriers to speaking English is the fear of making mistakes. Many learners worry about mispronouncing words, using incorrect grammar, or being misunderstood. However, mistakes are a natural and essential part of the learning process. Think of them as stepping stones that guide you toward fluency. When you make a mistake, you learn something new. Each error provides an opportunity to correct yourself and grow. Even native English speakers don't speak perfectly all the time. They forget words, mix up grammar, and occasionally stumble in conversations. What truly matters is your effort. People appreciate those who try, even if their English isn't perfect. Your willingness to communicate shows courage and determination, and most listeners will admire your efforts rather than criticize you. Instead of focusing on avoiding mistakes, embrace them as part of your journey to mastery. Lack of vocabulary. Another common challenge is not knowing enough words to express yourself. Limited vocabulary can make conversations feel daunting, but the solution is simpler than you might think. Start by learning simple, commonly used words and phrases. Focus on words related to your daily life, greetings, numbers, and phrases for shopping or ordering food. For example, learning how to say, "Can I have this, please?" or "Where's the restroom?" can be incredibly useful. Building a strong foundation of basic vocabulary helps you feel more confident in everyday situations. Technology is a great tool for expanding your vocabulary. Language apps like Duolingo, Memrise, or Quizlet provide interactive ways to learn new words and practice their usage. Carrying a pocket dictionary or using a translation app on your phone can also be helpful when you encounter unfamiliar words. Remember, learning vocabulary is a gradual process, so be patient with yourself. Nervousness or shyness. Many learners feel nervous or shy when speaking English, especially in front of others. This is entirely normal, and the key to overcoming it lies in practice and preparation. One effective strategy is to practice speaking in front of a mirror. This helps you observe your facial expressions and build confidence in your pronunciation. Recording yourself while speaking can also be beneficial. Listening to your recordings allows you to identify areas for improvement and track your progress over time. Start practicing with people you trust, such as friends or family members. They are less likely to judge you and can offer constructive feedback. Gradually, you can expand your circle and begin talking to strangers in low-pressure situations, such as ordering food at a cafe or asking for directions. By addressing these barriers, fear of mistakes, limited vocabulary, and nervousness, you can build the confidence to communicate effectively in English. Remember, progress takes time, so be persistent and celebrate every step forward. Practical tips to talk to people in English. Speaking English with confidence takes practice, patience, and the right strategies. Here are practical tips to help you develop your conversational skills and communicate effectively in English. Start small. When starting to talk to people in English, it's important to keep things simple. Begin with greetings, basic questions, and small talk. These are the building blocks of effective communication and help you ease into conversations without feeling overwhelmed. For instance, you can start with phrases like, "Hi, how are you?" or "Where are you from?" These are universal, easy to remember phrases that work in almost any situation. Small talk about the weather, hobbies, or recent events can also keep the conversation flowing. Over time, as you gain confidence, you can progress to longer sentences and more complex topics. Remember, it's okay to use simple sentences initially. The goal is to get comfortable speaking, even if your vocabulary is limited. Every small conversation you have contributes to your improvement. Practice daily conversations. The best way to improve your English is by practicing it regularly. Make it a habit to speak in English every day, even if it's just a few sentences. Start with people you're comfortable with, such as friends, family members, or colleagues. These individuals can provide a supportive environment where you feel safe making mistakes and learning from them. If you don't have an English-speaking environment, consider joining English-speaking clubs or online communities. Platforms like Meetup, Facebook groups, or language exchange programs provide opportunities to connect with people who want to practice English. These groups are often welcoming and offer a chance to practice in a fun, social setting. Use technology to practice. Technology can be your best ally when learning to speak English. Language apps such as Duolingo, Tandem, or HelloTalk are excellent tools for conversational practice. These apps allow you to engage with native speakers or other learners, helping you gain confidence in real-life situations. Additionally, immerse yourself in English by watching TV shows, movies, or YouTube videos. Listening to podcasts or audiobooks can also enhance your understanding of pronunciation, expressions, and conversational flow. Try mimicking what you hear to improve your accent and speaking rhythm. The more you expose yourself to English through technology, the more natural it will feel to use it in conversations. Learn phrases and expressions. Instead of focusing solely on individual words, memorize common phrases and expressions. These are often more practical and can help you sound more fluent in conversations. For example, rather than learning the words can, you, and help separately, learn the phrase, "Could you please help me?" Phrases like, "Excuse me, I don't understand," or "What does this mean?" are incredibly useful in daily conversations. They provide you with ready-to-use tools to express yourself without overthinking. By starting small, practicing daily, using technology, and focusing on phrases, you'll gradually build the skills and confidence needed to talk to people in English. Consistency is key, so practice regularly and celebrate every milestone along the way. Real-life scenarios for practice. Practicing English in real-life scenarios is one of the most effective ways to gain confidence and fluency. These situations provide natural opportunities to use English and build practical communication skills. Here are 3 common scenarios where you can practice your English effortlessly. Shopping. Shopping is a simple and frequent activity. making it an ideal scenario to practice English. Whether you're buying groceries, clothes, or other items, you can engage in basic conversations with shopkeepers or sales assistants. Start with straightforward questions like, "How much is this?" or "Do you have this in a smaller size?" These are practical phrases you can use in any store. If you want to know more about a product, try asking, "Can you tell me about this?" or "Is this on sale?" Even small exchanges like greeting the cashier with hello or saying thank you after a purchase help build your confidence. These interactions are short and low pressure, making them an excellent way to start using English in public. As you practice more during shopping trips, you'll feel comfortable engaging in longer conversations, such as asking for recommendations or discussing product features. Traveling. Traveling offers countless opportunities to use English, especially in hotels, airports, or while exploring a new city. Since English is widely used in the travel industry, this is an ideal scenario to practice both listening and speaking. When staying at a hotel, you can ask questions like, "What time is breakfast?" or "Can I get an extra towel, please?" With cab drivers, practice giving directions or asking about your destination. "Can you take me to the train station?" At airports, practice checking in by saying, "I'd like to check in for my flight to London." You can also ask for help if you're lost. "Can you tell me where Gate 5 is?" These conversations not only improve your English, but also make traveling easier and more enjoyable. The more you interact with staff, drivers, and locals, the more natural speaking English will feel. Socializing, social events, gatherings, or even casual meetups are excellent opportunities to practice English in a friendly and informal setting. Starting a conversation with someone you don't know might feel intimidating at first, but it's a great way to improve your skills. Try opening with a simple question like, "What brings you here?" or "Do you come to events like this often?" These icebreakers are easy to remember and encourage the other person to respond. As the conversation flows, you can ask follow-up questions to keep it going, such as, "What do you do?" or "Where are you from?" This not only helps you practice speaking, but also enhances your listening skills. Socializing is an effective way to learn how people naturally express themselves in English. With time, you'll become more comfortable starting and sustaining conversations in any setting. By practicing English in these real-life scenarios, shopping, traveling, and socializing, you'll build confidence, improve fluency, and develop the ability to communicate effectively in everyday situations. Building confidence while speaking. Building confidence in speaking English is a gradual process that requires practice, patience, and a positive mindset. Confidence doesn't come overnight, but by taking deliberate steps, you can overcome self-doubt and speak more comfortably. Here's how celebrating small wins, listening actively, and maintaining positivity can help you grow as a confident English speaker. Celebrate small wins. Every small step forward in your English-speaking journey is a victory worth celebrating. It's important to acknowledge and appreciate your progress, no matter how minor it may seem. For instance, completing a sentence fluently or successfully communicating your message to someone in English are significant achievements. These small wins indicate that you're improving and encourage you to keep going. Celebrate these moments with pride, whether it's by rewarding yourself or simply taking a moment to reflect on your progress. Small wins provide motivation and build your confidence over time. Instead of focusing on what you can't do yet, focus on what you've accomplished. Each success, no matter how small, is a step closer to fluency. Listen actively. Active listening is a powerful tool for building confidence in speaking English. When you pay close attention to how others speak, you can learn a lot about pronunciation, vocabulary, and conversational flow. Listening actively means more than just hearing words. It involves understanding the tone, context, and body language of the speaker. For example, notice how native speakers use certain words, how they emphasize their points, or how they respond in conversations. Mimicking these patterns can help you sound more natural when speaking. Listening to podcasts, audiobooks, or watching movies in English is another effective way to improve. By immersing yourself in the language, you'll pick up new phrases and expressions which you can use in your own conversations. The more you listen and practice, the more confident you'll become in speaking. Stay positive. A positive mindset is crucial for building confidence. Many learners struggle with self-criticism, often focusing on their mistakes instead of their growth. It's important to replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations and motivation. Instead of thinking, "I'll never speak fluently," tell yourself, "I'm improving every day." Remember that making mistakes is a natural part of learning, not a sign of failure. Each mistake teaches you something new, and every attempt to speak English is progress. Shift your focus from perfection to growth. No one becomes fluent overnight, and even the most experienced speakers had to start somewhere. Celebrate your dedication and persistence, and remind yourself why you started learning English in the first place. Building confidence while speaking English is a journey that involves recognizing your achievements, learning from others, and maintaining a positive attitude. By celebrating small wins, listening actively, and staying positive, you'll not only improve your skills, but also enjoy the process of becoming a confident and fluent English speaker. Stay consistent and believe in your ability to succeed. Take the first step toward speaking English with confidence today. Start small. Say hello to someone in English. It might feel like a tiny action, but it could open the door to amazing opportunities in your personal and professional life. If you're serious about improving your English, stay connected with helpful resources. Subscribe to this channel for practical tips. Share this with others who are learning, and engage by leaving your thoughts or questions in the comments. Remember, every conversation brings you closer to fluency. Let's make progress together, one word at a time. Every conversation you have in English is a step closer to fluency. Remember, progress comes with practice, so don't let fear hold you back. Start speaking today, even if it's just a simple sentence. It's the beginning of your journey to success. Thank you for taking the time to learn and grow with us. Your efforts are inspiring. We'd love to hear about your experiences, challenges, and victories in the comments. Share this with others who are learning English, and let's support each other in becoming confident English speakers. Together, we can achieve great things.